It's not fair.
When I first found out that my uncle Donald Smith, who was born severely disabled and is on a fixed income, was being expected to somehow come up with thousands of dollars to replace his rapidly aging motorized wheelchair, I couldn't help but think that this can't be right. But after doing some digging, it turns out that the 73-year-old is indeed among a segment of our population who appear to be falling through the cracks.
And the new chair is very important because his body has changed so much and he's in a lot of pain.
Don wouldn't be in this predicament if only he had moved to Ontario from another country instead of another province. Non-Canadian citizens don't qualify for old age security, so those who are disabled are allowed to stay on ODSP after they turn 65. All of their special needs continue to be 100% funded.
Exactly, and they want the money up front before they will do any repair, anything to it.
Don was born with severe cerebral palsy and paralyzed. He lived in PEI with his mother, and she cared for him until she was about 80. About 25 years ago, when she passed away, he moved to Toronto to live with his sister and her husband, my parents.
His muscles are getting weak and he can't hold up his head straight, which makes it difficult to drive.
Don had been collecting a menial income on the Ontario Disability Support Program, money that allowed him to provide for himself and live in a small basement apartment in his sister and brother-in-law's home. But when he turned 65, he was switched from ODSP over to the federally funded Old Age Security. So you have to go and sort of beg and plead for help from charitable organizations, something you didn't have to do before you were 65, but now you do. Now the money's about the same, a little over $1,000 a month, but on Old Age Security, he quickly found out that some things were no longer covered, things like vision care and even new dentures. More importantly, he learned that as a senior citizen, the assistive devices program now only paid 75% of the cost of a new wheelchair, something he's now in desperate need of.
Stuck there until someone comes, with a lot of hope.
Don's going to have to come up with the remaining 25% on his own. I'm told that's as much as $5,000 or $6,000, well out of his reach. In order to come up with that money, he's going to have to go looking for a handout to local charities in the hopes one of them, or more, will help him out. For the Toronto Sun, I'm Chris Doucette.